Well,
Welcome
we're
to
back
Sunday
at
afternoon porch sitting.
What are you
Laid
doing?
back
You
conversations
just
come.
messed it up. Now we gotta do it all over
that's-
again. Okay. All right.
All right, you ready?
Welcome to Sunday afternoon porch sitting, where laid back conversations come to life. I'm Will.
And I'm Ryan, and we're inviting you to join us as we unwind and explore the essence of life in each episode. Will, how many times are we going to play rock, paper, scissors before we do the podcast?
I'm beginning to like it. I think it's a fun thing to do before we get started, because the moment of panic sets in. Like, is one of us going to win,
Yeah.
or who's going to win, and all that stuff.
I'm a little worried today because I feel like people are watching us today.
So far, we just lost one. We're live on Facebook today, recording our podcast.
From the porch.
Basically, this happened. We had a just busy week, and we didn't have a chance to record the episode. So if you're going on to our Spotify or Apple iTunes or whatever it is you listen to our podcast on today, and you're like, I don't see a new episode. Well, the reason is because
It's happening right now.
it's happening right now. We haven't recorded it yet, so we're doing it right now.
And you know, this is going to be a fun opportunity to interact with guests. So at any point, if you guys have a question, go ahead and ask. If you need clarification on something, we'll try to see the iPad. Again, it's like 2 miles away from the table here.
I don't even know if the iPad can even hear us. Sound check, 1 2 1 2.
Hello.
Hello.
I guess it's good.
Yeah. But we thought, hey, let's record it on a Sunday afternoon. This is the first time we've actually recorded on a Sunday afternoon.
Yep.
I mean, I'm just kidding. Every single episode we've done that. But this is the first time we recorded on a Sunday afternoon, and we thought, why not try going live and have the viewers.
Oh.
We just lost our only viewer.
We lost our only viewer.
If that was you, email us at sapspodcast@gmail.com and let us know why you stopped watching the live.
It's probably because, we're in a new environment today. We're not on the porch like we normally are.
No, you're right. We're not. It was a little windy today, and we were worried about the wind messing up the audio, so we decided to go indoors for the porch today. So
the wind wanted some mic time. It sounded like this. And I'm like, Dorothy, run.
that was a good wind impersonation.
Get it? Dorothy,
Yeah,
run.
I get it.
Wizard of Oz.
It's too late. So,
Have you ever seen The Wizard of Oz?
yeah, I have.
One bite review.
Of Wizard of Oz?
Yeah.
The original?
Yes.
Was there a remake?
No, I don't think so.
The Wiz is what I'm thinking of. That was a remake, I guess. Not a remake, but it was another interpretation of it.
Okay.
And it was good. I'm going to give The Wizard of Oz a 7.
I would go 8.2. It was really good.
Yeah, I should have given it a decimal. That was a rookie score. I'm sorry, 7.1. I will say that the original one, it was good. I think as I got older, I was like, oh, wait a minute. That guy in the beginning in the black and white is the Scarecrow, or that person is the, Tin Man or something. I thought that was kind of cool. And I think the live production does the same thing, where if you're playing the Scarecrow, you also play this person in the beginning, or maybe not Scarecrow, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I could be way wrong on that. I've never actually been in that production, but I have seen it.
If you've ever been in the production of The Wizard of Oz, email us at sapspodcast@gmail.com.
Okay, let's talk about this. What about the sequel? The
What?
Return to Oz.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen that?
No, that's
I win.
That's
I've seen
something
it.
that I have never seen.
I've seen it. Isn't that the one with the the round, really round robot thing? Kind of looks like the evil guy.
I don't know why you're asking me that, because I have no
You haven't seen
idea.
it?
I've
Okay.
never seen it.
I think it's called The Return to Oz.
Yeah.
But anyway,
When was it produced?
after the first one, I have no idea.
You lack specificity in your answer.
I do I lack or I like
Lack
it? Oh, I do
specificity.
lack. Yeah,
It means you're not being very specific.
specific. That's my favorite ocean.
Pacific.
Specific.
Okay. Let's talk about this for a second. There are things
We still
sometimes
have our
that
price
get
tags on our
on
microphones.
my last nerve. Like I have pet peeves when people can't say things right. Like last week when I said forch,
Or
Like,
Warsh.
front Porch. Wash.
Wash the clothes.
Wash the clothes. Anyway, when people say Pacifically instead of specifically.
Specifically.
And I knew a guy one time that instead of saying actually, he would say actually.
Actually.
No,
Actually.
no, like we're going to actually go to the store.
Sorry, that was my phone going off.
Who was that?
Oh,
Looks like your wife.
yeah, we've got a write-in from a viewer here. It's from my wife.
Was she the viewer on a second ago and she like got off? She's
yeah.
like, I'm done with this
She
right
says,
now.
she says, I stopped watching the live because it was about a minute and a half behind where you actually were, and it was annoying since I'm actually hearing it live. But the iPad picks you up just fine.
Hey, so So do you have any pet peeve words that you
You said that, and I immediately started thinking of them, and I know I have them, but I cannot remember. I'm guilty of it, but I'll just say it. Like anytime you use affect and effect wrong.
Yeah.
When you're
like typing
it.
or writing an email.
Yeah, like when you're writing or typing it. Or I'm trying to think if there's another word that's like that where people will use it wrong. Then and then.
Yeah.
That people use it wrong. That kind of annoys me
or like
a little bit.
Sill and sill.
I'm not going to talk about that.
Like
you know what? Another thing is
your
too,
wife
like
brought
when
up
people
windowsill.
when people type in on like social media or something, they're typing and they're like, it does, and they spell it dose, DOSE. And I'm like, you have this technology that will autocorrect it for you.
Do you know what another one is that really bugs me to death?
What?
Is when people spell out sell and sell, like SALE and SELL.
It's words that sound that way. And it's not coming from people that English is their second language. It's usually like it's their first language. And that word they're still kind of spelling wrong. Like nose. Like I can't think of how to use this incorrectly, but anytime that's right on the nose.
He knows
they spell it KNOWS. Or like you added extra letters, you went extra effort. What was that for? Sorry to anybody out there that struggles with that.
Well,
it's just a pet peeve, kind of.
It is.
But I keep it to myself until like right now when I'm saying it on a podcast. But I generally keep it to myself.
So what are your other pet peeves?
Oh, man.
I've got a couple.
Okay, you go first and I'll think of some.
My first one is when I'm sitting by somebody and we're in a meeting and they're just clicking a pen. Click, 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 click. And I'm like, you have to stop. Like I've got ADD, like self-diagnosed, and I'm going to have to ask you to stop.
That's the same way with my ADHD. It's self-diagnosed.
Yeah. That's a pet peeve. That's probably one of my biggest ones.
I would say that one of my pet peeves, because I've got plenty of them, is people that take too long in the drive-thru at the bank.
Oh yeah.
You know, are you taking out a loan through the drive-thru? What's taking so long for you to just give them your money, get your receipt or whatever and go, or to get a withdrawal? I don't understand why it takes so long.
What if they're just trying to refinance their house?
Not through. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. If they do it through the drive-thru, why are you doing that in the drive? Go inside.
Yeah.
Stop blocking up the drive-thru. Or, okay, this happened to me. It's actually happened last night. We ordered food through DoorDash.
Yeah.
They're not sponsoring this podcast, by the way.
If they want to, saps podcast at gmail.com.
Right. We'll try to get our viewers a first-time offer of like 15% off your first order.
35% off. So we'll reduce it to the price that you would normally pay if you're buying the food in the restaurant.
I'll say that like we ordered last night through Cracker Barrel, which one day maybe we'll be able to have a live showing there or something. Anyway, and the dasher picked up the order and immediately sent me a message and said, I can only do Pizza Hut orders, so you either have to order that or you've got to drop me as a dasher.
Yeah.
Okay, you can't drop somebody. You can't be like, oh, I don't want them to DoorDash for me. You can't do that. And so it's like, why did you pick up the order? And I don't know what it looks like on there. And maybe if you DoorDash, you can email us and let us know or comment on the live stream here. Like, I don't know what they see on their end, but I assume that it says, hey, you're picking up this order at Cracker Barrel. Like, why would you agree to that and then immediately send a message says, And I'm like, it's so stupid. So anyway, they finally dropped the order so that somebody else would pick it up and deliver it.
Wow. So did you order Cracker Barrel?
Yeah, I did.
Oh man, I drove by there just a minute ago. I'm like, I want to eat Cracker Barrel today.
Yeah, it wasn't.
What did you
get? It wasn't very good.
I love Cracker Barrel.
No,
man.
no, it's good, but it's what I ordered that I was like, I'm taking a chance on this. But
What was it?
It was their sirloin tips,
Oh,
and I swear to you, they just molded together the pieces like McDonald's chicken nuggets or something.
yeah.
And they microwaved it and painted on some grill marks or something.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
Anyway, it was okay. The hash brown casserole was on point.
Oh,
like
I
it always
love
is.
the hash brown casserole.
The grits were pretty good.
I don't ever get their grits.
Yeah,
I get hash brown casserole. I love their biscuits
I got 2 of their biscuits
and their jelly. I don't know why their jelly's so good.
I was gonna get the Mama's pancake breakfast,
Yeah.
but I was like, I feel like the pancakes for dinner are gonna be too heavy, so I did sirloin tips, scrambled eggs, which I would have got the eggs cooked a different way if I was there, but knowing that they were gonna be to go, I didn't. What else I get? Hash brown casserole and grits.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah,
Good, healthy
it was all right.
food.
I give it a probably like a 5.3.
Yeah. Well, I had Jimmy's eggs for breakfast today. I had it delivered this morning, so I woke up and
How is it? I've never eaten there. What
it's
is-
really
One Bite
good.
Review.
Like one bite review on my meal today, I'd have to say it was a 7.8
That
was
sounds pretty-
good.
to go.
to go. Yeah.
Wow.
I got their cinnamon toast crunch, French toast.
I don't know. I've never been there in your house.
French toast.
You're looking for me
I had
for an
to sit
answer.
there and
I
think
have
for
no
a second
idea.
because I've been getting pancakes almost every day.
Oh,
But,
okay.
got that. Their hash browns and bacon. It was really good. We've got 2 really good breakfast spots in Tyler. We've got First Watch and we've got Jimmy's Egg.
I've heard the diner is pretty good for.
It is
for
very
that
good,
stuff.
but you can't order things to go through the diner. It's
Yeah.
unfortunate because their food is good. Yeah. Other pet peeves, man, going back to that subject, I really, 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 really have a hard time when I drive up to a drive-through and they want to push an order on you. It's like, hi, welcome to so-and-so and so-and-so. Would you like to try blah, 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 blah? No, can I just order food, please?
Yeah, can you get through
Can I
this
just
so I
order
can start
what I
ordering?
want?
I already know what I want. I hate when
Or when they do that and you're like, I'm just trying to tell you my name because I have a mobile order right now. I have already ordered.
yeah, I've already ordered. Just listen to me. It also annoys me. It happened to me the other day. I didn't know what I wanted. Right there was nobody behind me, so I was like, I'm going to take my time and order. And she said, hey, welcome to whatever, and blah blah blah, that spiel. And I was like, all right, cool, thank you. No, I don't want that. Give me just 1 second. I'm gonna look at the menu for a second. She's like, okay, just let me know when you're ready. And so I'm looking, and maybe 5 seconds. She says, anything I can help you find? No, thank you. No, ma'am. I just
Ma'am,
need to
ma'am.
look at the menu for 1 second.
ma'am.
And anyway, I finally did it, and I was like, okay, I'm ready to order.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's like, okay, 1 second. I'm like, oh my gosh, the timing on this.
Well,
But
I
anyway.
went to a gas station today to get a, icy. And so the first one that I stopped at, I normally stop there on my way over to the porch so we can do our show. And the guy, I went back there to the ice machine and it was defrosting. So it's like, you can't get your drink. And I'm like, golly. So I turned around and just walked out. And the guy stopped me and he's like, hey, sir. And I turned around and I'm like, yes. Can I help you find anything? I was like, a working icy machine
Nice.
would be great. And he's like, oh, it's defrosting. I said, bye. Then I turned around and walked off.
I had no idea that they could do that.
Yeah.
That they could frost up
If
like that.
if the lights are flashing red,
Yeah.
run.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, you would figure, is it just not going to dispense? Is
No,
that
it does, but it's liquid. It's just like liquid,
So it,
not
okay.
frozen.
I see.
Icy.
So it's basically an icy after
Yeah.
it got too hot.
Yeah, and the sad thing about it is, I mean, you could probably get more in your cup because once the ice melts, you don't have near as much.
Yeah,
Maybe
you're
that's why they don't want you to get it because you get more
That's what it is.
more drink.
Because water
Speaking-
expands when it freezes, right?
Yeah.
It's your science lesson for today.
Yeah. Hey, what did I tell you to talk to me about earlier?
It was something about Texas. It was so it's
Everything?
everything's bigger in Texas. That's what
Apparently
it is.
not.
What?
Apparently not. And we got off onto this conversation pretty quick. If you get a frozen icy,
This is not an icy, by the way.
it's a Frizzle,
Frazzle.
Frazzle, 32 degrees.
Yeah.
But if you get the ice in there and it melts, is it really going to be a full 32 ounces?
I don't know how do you trust that glass actually holds 32 ounces? It says
That's
32
exactly
ounces.
what I'm saying, because apparently not everything in Texas is bigger. One of the North Texas cinemas is being sued because their drinks that say they're 24 ounces, when they tested it, really only held 22 ounces.
What was the original one again?
24.
And it held 2 ounces less?
Yes, and so they're being sued right now.
Wow.
Yeah, ouch.
What is it? Well, no, because it would still
already
weigh 20. Well, how much did the cup weigh?
I don't know.
Because I know, like you're talking about measurements with ounces, but I believe, and I could be wrong on this. I could be wrong on this, that water measures the same as when you weigh it. So if it's like 8 ounces of water measurement, like you weigh it and it's 8 ounces.
Yeah.
So I wonder if the cup is actually 2 ounces.
It could be, but if you're going to print on the cup that it's 32 ounces of fluid,
right,
then, that's very deceptive, Will.
It is. You ever see those videos where people are like, here's a large McDonald's
and they
cup
start
and here's a
pouring them
small,
in between.
and they start, and they're like, oh, wait, it's the same thing. But those are...
I tried that. It doesn't work.
It doesn't work because it's... like, I'm sorry. I was going to say something, but I'm not, because you actually tried it. But it's one of those things that it's like, that's deception of somebody making a video, making something out of nothing. But have you heard the thing about Walmart?
No.
So Walmart actually settled on a class action lawsuit recently.
Finally.
Between the years of now until like back in, I think it was 2017, if you bought chicken or produce or other things that were weighed, that they may have been misprinted and that they owe you money or whatever, like I think up to $500 or something. You can go on their website and claim your money quick if I'm sure that you've bought something that was weighed wrong.
How do they track that?
So I don't know how they track that. If you have your receipt, great. But if not, I don't think you can quite get as much or something. I don't know. But
I need about $32,000.
Basically, you get a thing of chicken, right? And it says on there that it weighs out at like let's say 4 pounds and 3 ounces, right? And then you go and you take that chicken, you put it on the scale, and it was only like 2 pounds and 15 ounces or something. So it's like you paid a lot more than what you actually should have for that chicken.
I feel like we need to go to Walmart and start buying things.
Well, here's the thing. They were supposed to stop doing it, but I've seen on TikTok recently people are showing, nope, it's still happening. Like this lady takes, she goes over in the produce section where they have the scales. And so either their scales are off or they're still upcharging you or charging you wrong on that. And here's the thing, like, I don't know how it works at Walmart, but most places, like here locally, we have Brookshire's, a lot of their meat comes in and they cut it up and package it there, and label it and weigh it and all that stuff. But even like if the chicken comes in without the price on it, they still weigh it and,
Do you think they weigh the chicken before they butcher it, so they weigh it with the feathers and all that kind of stuff on it still?
No, because I mean, this is just, you're just buying like the chicken breast,
Yeah, no, but they're charging you for the chicken.
They may be. But I will say this, the next time you go shopping at Walmart, maybe, or even anywhere, if it's weighed, check it out.
Weigh it. If it's weighed, if it's been weighed, weigh it. Hey, have you ever had chicken feet before?
I have not.
Me either.
I'm not going to tell you that I want to either.
Yeah.
It's something that I'm not.
What about pickled pig's feet?
Nope.
Oh, let's do an episode
or ears.
where we do a tasting.
No, I will throw up.
Yep. And
I'm throwing up thinking about it.
5 or 6. You know what? Kim can pick 5 or 6 things that we need to try, and we'll try them on the episode live.
That's not fair because she knows what I don't like.
No, that's fair.
I don't know about that.
It's a mutual field of what things do you not like?
Well, I mean, I'll eat them, but I don't like them. Like, I'm not crazy about artichokes. Or I'm actually scared of artichoke. I'm scared, like,
because you'll choke.
Because if you don't,
it says choke in the word.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if you don't prepare it right, those little things or whatever can get lodged in your throat.
Yeah,
those pins or whatever. what was another thing? Oh, mushrooms. I don't like mushrooms.
Ooh, I love mushrooms.
Spinach, I'll eat raw, but I don't like cooked spinach. I don't like the smell.
I love both of them.
Kind of like the same thing with broccoli. I'll eat
Yeah.
raw broccoli, but I don't really like it. I'll eat it the other way, but I don't care for it. Well, okay, pig's feet or chicken feet or pig ears or I would be willing to try cow tongue.
Yeah.
If it was prepared correctly. I have had like chicken livers before, and those aren't terrible.
Have you had menudo?
No,
No, I'd like to try menudo.
never had tripe.
So my thing is I can't stand eggplants.
Okay,
Mangoes. I hate mangoes.
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 Like even the
I hate mangoes. To our one listener that's now watching on our show, what is a food
that's
that
a
you
viewer? This is a listener. That's a viewer.
hate? What's a food that you hate with a burning passion?
How do you not like mangoes?
Dude,
What is it?
I don't know. It's just it's the taste for me. It tastes like I'm eating metal. I don't know. It's weird.
But it's so similar. It's similar to another fruit. Like to me, it's similar to like a
and I think it's a
peach.
texture thing too. But it's not.
Do you like
texture,
peaches?
Oh, I love peaches.
I don't know.
White peaches.
You talking about texture? I don't like coconut, but I like the flavor.
I know. I hate coconut too. That's
Oh,
another
okay.
thing.
Well, we can do that. Like snowballs.
Yeah.
What is the deal with that? I don't get it. Do you remember in that movie Zombieland where
Yes.
he's looking for Twinkies?
Yes, the whole entire
And
trip.
everything he finds is snowballs, and I'm like, and he says it's not the flavor, it's the texture, and that's exactly how I feel.
What do you feel like if we were in a zombie apocalypse that you'd look for? Like the one thing that would be your thing, like, oh my gosh, I gotta have this.
I gotta have this
Yeah.
in a zombie apocalypse.
Zombie apocalypse.
So not a nuclear fallout.
Either one.
No, it's got to be zombie because nuclear fallout. I don't know what has survived.
I've been
so.
watching that on Amazon. It's pretty good.
The one thing that I'm going to go looking for is probably like tacos.
Yeah, the Cool Ranch Dorito tacos.
Or you know what? the sweet spicy chili Doritos.
Oh,
those
those
are
are
my
good.
favorite.
Are they?
Yeah, they're my favorite.
I still have to go with Cool Ranch.
Do you know something that everybody seems to like that I don't like?
What's that?
Takis.
Oh,
I
I
will-
like Takis.
I've
Now, I
had
don't want to
Takis,
get
I just
weird and
don't-
step out into the Takis beef jerky or the Takis peanuts or the Takis.
The nacho cheese.
Yeah, no, thank you. Just the regular Takis rolls I'm good with. So,
I'm just not crazy about them.
what is it? The flavor or the crunch?
No, it's
Texture?
It's a little bit texture. I think they're too hard,
Yeah.
too crunchy, whatever. And then the flavor to me is just hot,
Hope our one
That's
viewer's gone. Yeah, I love hot food though.
like spicy food. Mm-hmm. I mean, some of it I like.
Yeah, I just don't like it if it's too hot and it burns your tongue so much you can't taste the food.
So hot that it burns as it's coming
like,
out.
Like you,
That's when I don't
that is
like
a thing
it.
too. That is a real thing.
Oh man.
So
Hey Ryan,
Yeah.
I've been kind of curious lately. So I remember going to the aquarium one time, and I don't understand why this animal was in the aquarium, but they had a little exhibit, and it was a sloth exhibit.
yeah,
And I was just wondering, I know you've been studying about sloths lately. If you can tell our listeners, you messed up our thing.
well, it's okay.
If you could tell our listeners something about sloths.
Well, Will has signed me up for a text messaging repetitive thing regarding sloths, and I really don't. I've stopped reading them now.
How often are they coming in?
Every 2 days is how often they come in.
It's not every day.
No,
I want my money back.
no, it's just every 2 days or so.
Well, tell us what you've learned so far.
I've learned nothing about sloths because when I read that it says sloth, I exit out of it.
So you signed me up.
But I'll read them to you if you would
All
like
right,
me
look it
to
up, and I'll
read them
explain to
you.
our listeners what's going on. I had been getting all of these texts and phone calls from Realtor.com and from Zillow.com about the house across the street from me, and also one across town.
Yeah.
And I was like, I need to get back at you. And I don't think it's even that great of one. So I found this thing where I can pay to have 30 text messages sent to you
Yeah.
at certain intervals.
Uh-huh.
And I could choose what kind of texts went to you. So I had choices between cat facts, sloth facts, dog facts, Nicolas Cage facts, Biden and Trump facts.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And so anyway, I decided on the sloth thing.
So it says, thanks for signing up for Sloth Facts. You will now receive fun facts about sloths. Reply now to unsubscribe at textfact.org/?stop, which is a very sketchy website to receive on your text message.
Definitely not the website that I used for that.
I just said, unsubscribe, to see if that worked. Sloths have round faces, sad eyes, small ears, and a short tail. Their bodies covered with wiry fur. Reply S-L-O-T-8H to stop. And I said, sloths are also very slow. If I had a sloth, I would name it Will, because I knew this was coming from you. Like it was just too random. So then it said sloths are clumsy on land, but are great swimmers. Male pale-throated sloths have bright yellow or orange patch on their back. And then the sloth's diet leaves. This is the new one. I haven't checked. It came in yesterday. Diet leaves provide them with very little energy and nutrition. This is why they move very slowly to conserve the energy in their body.
Well, I had the option to send a text every 15 minutes, every half hour, every hour, every day, or every week.
What did you do?
Every day.
Yeah, it's
because
not
when I signed up
day.
for it, I was like, it was like 8 p.m. and I was like, if I do every hour, he's going to get it all through the night, and it's just going to tick him off. And then I was like, 15 minutes is going to be done too quick.
Yeah.
And so I did every day.
Yeah. Well, cool.
And so I'm looking forward about learning about sloths.
Sloths.
Yeah.
I hope they're true facts. Have you seen a sloth before?
I have. That was a true story.
Yeah.
Went to the Dallas World Aquarium, and
what year was that?
2014.
Oh, we weren't there at the same time. I went in 2006.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. But right before you get to where the otters are, there's like a concession stand, and in line there's this tree right in the middle of it, and there's sloths all over it. Like you could probably reach up.
Were
and
they
touch
moving?
them. If they were, it wasn't very fast.
Were they males or females?
I have no idea. I didn't know that fact before.
Okay, so now you feel like
I don't know.
Now you feel like you can identify a male sloth versus
feel like
a female sloth.
I probably still get it wrong. You're supposed to ask nowadays. Excuse me, what's your pronoun?
What if they just ignore you?
They probably would. They probably wouldn't answer.
It's kind of rude.
Yeah. Well, sloths are known to do that.
They're known to tarry.
Yeah. That reminds me of this time I was at the Dallas Stars game, and they were playing the New York Rangers, and used to have a group that went to that game every year because one of our friends was from New York. Anyway, there was this group that was in front of us, girls. It was like a bachelorette party or something. I don't know. They had no interest in the game, really, because they were talking and texting and all that stuff. Anyway, and one of them starts going off on how koala bears have chlamydia. And I was like, what? Yeah, well, the koala bears have chlamydia. And
Is that true?
I think so. I looked it up. At that time, I don't remember off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure that that's true.
That's pretty gross.
Yeah. I think it's just one thing that it's the disease they have.
Okay, so do you ever get like overwhelmed when people start talking about things like fleas or ticks, or if they say something even maybe about lice or something like that, you just start itching, or bed bugs?
No.
Oh, I do. My skin crawls.
My skin crawls when somebody starts talking about an injury or something.
Oh, yeah. Like when somebody breaks their leg playing soccer or something like that.
Yeah.
If I have to watch that on TikTok or something, I'll just like, ugh.
Now, if you tell me about it right here, and you don't have that injury, then I don't like.
Yeah, you're okay.
Yeah. But if like I can see the wound or something.
Or you can see their foot facing backwards.
Yeah, something like that. It's like, okay.
Next.
Yeah.
Next.
Look somewhere else or something.
Does it make you queasy?
No, it doesn't make me sick.
What's something that makes you queasy?
I don't really know. Probably other people vomiting.
That's my thing. I'm a chain reaction vomiter. If I see somebody vomiting, I'm gonna throw up.
If something smells really, 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 really bad, or if it's
I do want to do that challenge.
If it's
where
like
the people,
a dirty diaper or something like that, or a baby vomit, like when they spit up milk or something, that smell, can't stand it.
What's that fish in like Norway or whatever that people are eating that is the can is bubbled up? It's fermented fish.
Oh my goodness.
Sturgill or strugel or
it's sturgeon.
Is it sturgeon?
I have no idea, but I kind of know what you're talking about.
Let's do that on the podcast on the next live.
Okay. There was a show that I did one time called Noises Off, and it's a movie, and I think the movie is great, but it's one of those things you either love it or you hate it. There's really no in between. But it's a play within a play, and it's a stellar cast. It has Christopher Reeves before the accident.
Okay, can you what is a play within a play?
So it is a play that you are watching, and the characters are
Acting like
they're in a play. So you have basically each actor is two characters. So you have the character, and then you have the character that they're playing.
Have you ever done a play in a play?
I have. I've done like 3 of them.
What were the names of those plays?
Noises Off, Play On. I guess you could say also Shakespeare Bridge. So let's say 4.
So this is kind of like a play in a play
and
we're
also,
doing right now.
The Play That Goes Wrong.
Yeah.
It was a play within a play type thing.
I would be really good at that. My name is Sean Connery.
Anyway, it's spot on. What was I going to say? Oh, why was I talking about Noises Off?
Because we were talking about things that make us queasy.
Yeah. I remember why. Okay, I'll get there now. Okay, so you had Christopher Reeves. You had. Oh man. Well, this is terrible. Michael Caine. You had the that Ritter. What's his name?
Michael J. Fox.
No, Ritter. John Ritter.
Okay.
John Ritter was in it. You had Carol Burnett. You had the girl that was in the Airplane movie that played the stewardess that talked real sweet,
Carol Baskin.
That's not her name. Anyway, it was a great movie. You also had the guy from Perfect Strangers in it.
Mm-hmm. Bob Hope?
No. Close. Anyway, nowhere. But in that movie, there's this running joke about this like plate of sardines. Where do I put it and all that stuff? She has sardines, and they're not real sardines, whatever. Anyway, so for our cast party, we ordered a pizza with anchovies on it, and I did try it, and it's disgusting.
Was it terrible?
It was salty, like you were taking a bite of the ocean.
Sounds
And that's
good.
okay. That's something that a lot of people like. That I don't know. I can't stand to go anywhere that smells like fish, like the ocean. Like sometimes you go to the ocean and it just has that smell. I can't stand that smell.
What pizza places literally sell pizza with anchovies here? I've never seen it before.
I don't know. This was up in
Idaho.
No, I was trying to think of how to say Tiniola, Mexas.
Tiniola, Mexas. Okay. Yeah. Tiniola.
But there was a pizza place. I don't remember where it was, but they actually had anchovies. And that's what we got on there. And I think we all took one bite and we're done.
One bite review.
One bite review of an anchovy pizza.
You know the rules.
0.0. One bite, everybody knows the rules.
Oh, that's a rookie score.
Yeah.
Can't be an even number.
One day somebody's going to tell Dave Portnoy about our podcast and he's going to sue us for some kind of copyright. What is it? Artistic infringement or something. I don't know.
Well, you know what I would tell him?
What?
Let me be clear.
Let me be clear. No, let me be clear. Your shirt is 6 sizes too small.
6 sizes too small.
How's he pulling that?
I don't know. He's really good at it, though.
Yeah.
He's got a great audience.
Yeah.
I wish we had a great audience today, but it's been pretty bare in Facebook land.
Everybody's
today.
got something else to do. That's what it is.
Yeah.
They're like,
I think it's the Sunday afternoon naps, which I'm going to do after this today.
Did we let anybody know?
I didn't tell anybody.
I didn't tell anybody either. Just our friend Narc.
Yeah, Narc Mickelson.
Do you want me to start texting people and say, "Hey, join our live"? Maybe Quebec Renz will join our live.
Maybe Quebec Renz.
I don't think she follows our
Facebook group.
No. She's going to hear this. This is April, and she'll probably hear this about June with the pace that she listens to our episodes. Hey, Ron, let's talk about yesterday. You know what yesterday was?
Yesterday was my charter trip. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Saturday.
So I had to do a charter trip to Minden, Louisiana.
Oh, you got to tell them about.
And
I was on the phone with you. I wish you had still been not FaceTiming me because you can't do that while you're driving the bus.
No, I would never do that.
No.
So we were going to Minden, Louisiana, and I had to do a relief trip for another driver because our company only allows us to drive 550 miles in a day. And that put her right at Minden, Louisiana.
Okay.
Which is 15 minutes from where the...
Where was she? Where was she coming from?
She was coming from Atlanta, Georgia. Okay.
Okay.
But we were 15 minutes away from where the group was supposed to get off the bus. So I picked them up at the Loves in Minden and drove them 15 minutes down the road to their church. Can you imagine on a band trip? Could you imagine on a band trip like, oh, we're 15 minutes away from where we're getting ready to drop off and we have to do a driver's change?
Not going to make it. Did y'all know about this ahead of time?
Yes.
And there was no way around it.
No, we had to do it.
You couldn't say, all right, we're just going to skip this stop. that
No,
was planned.
we had to do it.
Oh my goodness.
So anyway, but
I would have been so mad. Because when I come home from something, all I
just
want
wanna
to do
get
is get
home.
home. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm going there, like if I'm going on vacation somewhere, I don't mind like, oh, let's go over here and do this, like taking my time.
Yeah, but I'm sure the people were great. They were very nice. The drivers that I work with are wonderful. Geth Breen, she wasn't on this trip, specifically, but anyway, we get there and I come back through Shreveport, and then I'm heading on back into Tongview, Lexus.
Yeah. We could probably say the towns. I think it'll be all right.
No, Longview. And as I'm like, it's 4 miles away from the exit that I'm supposed to get off, and there's a like full 18-wheeler. Like I see this just like burning mass on the side of the road, and as I get closer, I'm like, wait, that's not natural. And as I get even closer, it was an 18-wheeler, full-fledged fire.
And you're talking about like flames were going out onto the road.
I'm talking about like from the engine compartment, flames were going up all over the place.
And this just happened. Like the fire department
department wasn't there. There was somebody behind it, like waving around with a flashlight.
Go around.
Exactly.
Go around.
Do not seek the treasure.
Was it a cattle trailer?
No.
Was there any cows on the road?
No, that was surprising. Not what I was worried about it. Looking at it, I'm just like, I couldn't tell what the hazard signs were, if it was a hazmat load or not. But as I'm driving by, I could feel like the heat on my face, and I'm like, what if this is like one of those trucks that's hauling like nuclear materials, and I just got like radiation blasted? So if I did, I've got about like 3 days left, maybe 2.
They would have to. Well, it's been nice. Yeah, we got a chair opening on the porch soon. If anybody wants to apply to keep doing this with me,
you can have a new guest mic. You didn't even have to buy it.
I didn't even have to buy it.
Yeah.
That's
we got another listener.
That's a viewer. That's on.
Let us know your name and who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're muted because your microphone's not working well.
No, it's fine. I'm just trying to rearrange how I'm sitting.
Who's our Facebook Live viewer?
I don't know. They have to comment to tell us.
They have to comment to let us know.
They must not have anything to do today.
We'll try to see who you are, but the iPad's like 2 miles away from the table, so
it's not.
It feels like it.
No, it's all right.
How did it go setting all this stuff up?
It went okay. I spent a lot of time like taking the lamp that's usually over in that corner and putting it over here to give us a little bit of light so that we're not in the shadows.
Can we talk about your table decorations?
Yeah,
I want to start with
them.
like the bird.
We have to describe them. What is it? Describe it to our listeners.
It's a paperclip
It's
bird.
not paperclip.
Yeah, that's made out of paperclip
It's wire.
That's it. It is the gauge of paperclip wire.
Ask me where we got this.
Office Depot.
No, ask me where we got this.
Staples.
No, ask me.
Office Max.
You're supposed to. Okay.
Where did you get the bird?
I have no idea. I think maybe it was a gift to my wife or something.
Is it a paperweight?
From like a student? I don't know what. It's just an art piece. It represents all of the
paper clips,
barn swallows
that
are flying around my house this time of year. That they're always trying to build a nest and all that stuff.
Well, they ate all the crane flies.
Yeah, sure. I don't think they did. But anyway, that's what that is. And since we couldn't be outside today like we wanted to be.
What about your Texas A&M barbecue spatula?
That's my spatula that it says Texas A&M on it because I'm a A&M fan.
Have you used it?
No, I have not.
Are you going to?
At some point I might, yeah. It's also got a bottle opener on the end of it. And then I've got my tongs that I like to use.
Why does it say alumni on there? You're not
it doesn't
an alum.
say alumni.
You're not an alum.
Where does it say alumni?
Right there.
No,
on the handle.
That says spatula. You're reading it backwards. Sportula. It says sportula.
Is that the company?
The Sportula. Actually, I think it is.
You got a text from Rim Koss.
Oh, it's a live response from our listener.
Our listeners here.
Says that I don't remember that. Okay, she says that we bought it in that cute little place on the corner in Bishop Arts on vacation.
Oh, yeah.
That was the same vacation we went to the Dallas World Aquarium on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I like the Dallas area, the little neighborhoods there. We got a lot of restaurants and stuff that we.
So that leads me to the
like
question:
to
did Kim buy this, or did you buy this?
We bought it.
If Kim Ross is listening to this podcast, who bought it, Will or Kim?
I'm pretty sure I did. I think I bought some socks while I was there too. Some sometimes I like crazy socks, and I think these were like golf socks or something.
Yeah,
that I bought.
I do like crazy socks. The crazier, the better.
Yeah, I do too. As long as like they fit well, like they're like when you put them on that bend around the ankle when you're pulling them on, as long as they go smooth over.
Sometimes that's really tight.
Oh man, it annoys me sometimes too. Yeah.
I've been wearing compression socks lately.
You have?
Yeah.
What do they compress?
Yeah.
What do they do? Help with blood flow or something?
Circulation. They're supposed to. I don't know.
Blood flow.
I've just been trying it out. Mm-hmm. Well, hello to our one viewer on Facebook Live. We've got another one. I don't know if it's the same person that's joining and leaving and joining and leaving. Go ahead and post a comment and let's see who you are. If you have a question about the podcast, we'd love to answer it.
Yeah. So those of you listening on the podcast, you're probably like, oh my God, I wish they'd shut up advertising their Facebook Live because I'm listening to it 3 months later.
Yeah.
But hey.
So you were talking about yesterday. What were you wanting to talk about?
What was yesterday? What did I say?
You said yesterday was a big day.
Oh, well, not for me.
Not for me either.
No. Yesterday was Saturday.
Trip. Yeah.
Yeah, it was April 20th.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Just another day?
Just another day.
So, we've got some merchandise that might be coming out.
Yeah, you want to talk about it?
Yeah, so we got some merchandise that we posted on the Facebook page, and it's got some really cool stuff on there. Will has the logo fixed.
I want to say that I fixed all the logo, and also got complaints from people about how everything was the same color. Everything was white.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. Like, I don't want a white t-shirt. So I found ways to fix that, remedy that. And so there's different color options and things. We even have luggage that's for sale. I think we talked about that last week.
Luggage that's available. That's awesome.
I don't know who would buy it or why you would buy it. Well, you would buy it because you need luggage.
Yeah.
But coasters, I bought that too.
Well, I started working on our Patreon products.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I knew you were working on our link tree.
So, yeah, I worked on our link tree. I don't know that we've got it up and posted yet, but also, I got some coffee mugs coming, some, maybe some stickers.
Yeah, I really liked
decals.
what you sent me. I thought it looked cool.
You know what I'm most excited about?
What?
The shirts.
I am too, actually.
I actually cannot wait.
The shirts look pretty good. I want to wear it. So I'm going to Disney soon. Yeah. I don't think I can wear it because we wear like shirts that all match.
I'll wear it.
Everybody's wearing the same thing.
I'll wear it on that trip.
Are you going to be in Disney?
Not in the park.
I think that I'm going to see if I can wear.
I handle logistical operations on the backside outside of Disney.
I'm going to see if I can wear it around the park one day. But where should I wear it? Magic Kingdom or Epcot, Hollywood, or Animal Kingdom?
Magic Kingdom.
Magic Kingdom?
Yeah.
Because that's probably going to be the most.
Actually, Epcot would be the adult place.
Yeah. I need to talk to I need to talk to Mangel. No,
Arkland.
Yeah. Is that how you said it?
Yeah.
I need to talk to her and get some Disney advice for somebody that's not staying on resort on how to get on the rides and all that stuff. But I was going to tell you, what about our keychains? Do we have any update?
Yeah, I went ahead and paid for the QR link to work.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, you're right. There will be new keychains that will be made that will take place on June the 22nd.
For what?
The new keychains with the new QR code.
That's when they're going to come out?
That's when they're going to be made.
That's when they're going to be made.
So I will work on those with my wonderful artist of a sister.
Yeah.
She does the planning and I do the painting.
Show them the band like we're on live. Can you see it?
Not really.
That's our show them the watch band.
The watch band is here.
and it says Sunday Afternoon Porch sitting on it.
Sunday Afternoon Porch sitting on the band here.
If you're listening, you can go watch this on our Facebook Live podcast. It's probably about 45 minutes into it.
Yeah.
All right, let's check and see if we got mail.
Welcome. You've got mail.
I thought we were doing the dial-up sound.
We do. I don't have it. Do you want me to get it?
No, not now.
Not now? All right. So this, we do have mail. It's from a listener. It says, "Hi, Ryan. I didn't know this was your podcast. I thought it was Ryan and Will, but apparently this person just knows you.
Yes.
That's okay.
Yeah,
they'll get to know me.
Okay.
I finally had a chance to sit down and listen to your podcast this week, the one with Kim as a guest. So that was recent.
Yeah.
What a great time. You may remember you met my wife and I at DFW Airport a few weeks back. We talked about high school band, and I eavesdropped on your call about your front porch merch.
Yep. Absolutely.
Anyway, I just wanted to let you know I enjoyed the podcast, and thanks for recommending it. And that was Eric.
Yeah. So Eric, hey man, really glad you listened to the podcast. Now I think it's pretty cool that you liked it. I was really shocked and surprised that we got that email. I was really happy that we got it. I thought that was really cool.
That's the first listener email that we've gotten from somebody that we don't really know.
Outside of our like true friend group.
Yeah,
so
outside of our circle.
That's awesome. I enjoyed the conversation. We had a great time. I'll just kind of set this up so everybody kind of knows how this went down. So, I am flying back from Tennessee, going to see my family. And we had some pretty rough weather in Dallas and Texas that day.
I think I was on the verge of like just saying, "Hey, let me come up and pick you up," because you didn't know if your flight was making it or something.
Yeah, it was pretty terrible. So I flew in. We got on the plane. My plane was leaving Tennessee, which is an hour ahead of us, at 4:00. And so I go drop the rental car off, get there about 2:00. Check in, do all the things, and the airport's really small. It's about the size of the Tyler Airport here, if not just a little bit bigger. So we go and they board the plane, and we go and sit down. And after the last passenger gets on, we're doing that thing where we're waiting for the gate to push back from the plane, the machine or whatever, and them shut the door. Well, all of a sudden the captain comes on. He's like, "Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. There's significant weather in the Dallas Fort Worth area, and we're going to have to actually deboard the plane and push the flight back 2.5 hours." And so anyway, we got off the plane, and they told us we would not be departing at until 7:15 that night.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy moly. So I was like, well, I'll just go home for a little bit and go spend some time with my family. Well, plot twist, they told us if we left the terminal that there might be a possibility that we'd get on the plane a little bit early and leave, which did happen. We ended up leaving about 6:20. So we got to Dallas, and I noticed that all of the flights in Dallas were delayed. A lot of them canceled, a lot of them delayed. So I'm like, oh my gosh, if they're delayed coming in, it's going to be a nightmare. Do you know why?
Why?
American Eagle, they don't normally sometimes just fly direct to Longview or direct to Tyler. There might be a flight coming in from Baton Rouge into Dallas, and then that was going to be your Tyler flight. Or they might have a flight coming in from, I don't know, I've seen one come in from like Ithaca, New York or something like that. And then you fly out of there.
It's a random town in New York.
I mean, it's crazy. And I'm just going over towns that I've seen on my app.
Yeah, I've only heard of that town through The Office.
So I noticed the Baton Rouge airport, the flight coming in from Baton Rouge had been delayed. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So anyway, as I'm sitting there at the airport, we were working on the logo and we were talking about the keychains, and I was actually FaceTiming you, right?
Right, you were.
And what time was that? About 9 maybe?
It was
8 or
late.
9? Yeah. So I was FaceTiming you. And after I got off FaceTime, we were talking about the podcast. And after I got off the FaceTime, there's a couple sitting across the table from me because I'm sitting at these benches where you can charge your phones and stuff.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, hey, I was kind of hearing you talk about a podcast. And it was Eric. And so I was like, yeah, he said, well, tell me a little bit about it. So we started talking about it a little bit, and I was just sharing with him that it's a pretty chill, easy going, laid back podcast. And so from that point forward, we got into conversations about, marching band and, all of those different types of things. And it was really, really, really cool. So I gave him a keychain.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing the QR code might have worked. So Eric, if it worked, great. If not, I'm very sorry.
Well, the name is on it, so it's easy to remember, because you see the name, but you scan in the QR code and it not working or whatever. But
so who's our viewer today?
I don't know.
I saw that we got a message from Quebeca Renz.
Yeah, earlier when Kim was testing it out, she said it took like a minute and a half until it showed up on the live. So we'll find out like a minute from now if they comment on that. But
yeah, but I'm not seeing any comments.
No.
I wonder if it's.
Oh wait, yeah, it is. Oh my goodness!
Oh, it's
look who it is.
Renz.
She says I love Cool Ranch Doritos and Celsius. That's awesome. Yeah.
Do you like icy or Frizzil better than icy? Because this is a Frizzil.
This does not count as her being a guest on our podcast, though, because
no, she has to be a guest.
You know what we should do? We should come down to Seguin to the Burnt Bean Company and record a live episode with
from
her
their porch.
Yeah,
yeah, I'm down.
On the porch, because I want to try that barbecue place because I heard it's good. So
healthier.
The Cool Ranch Doritos or the Frizzil.
Or the icy.
Or the icy.
How many calories is your Celsius?
It is 10.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, one serving.
I'm glad you're being healthier because I've been meaning to talk to you about that.
I've been eating more biotin, and this has 1,000% of my daily value, so that's good.
Hey, did you show Becca your movie posters, the ones that were mentioned?
These are
in episode
right here.
2. Was it episode 2?
It was episode 2 with Strickland.
Scare Me Trickland.
Do you know how hard it is to move your hand?
No, it's like we've got Dumb and Dumber.
It's like they're going this way.
And then we've got
No. Yeah. Dumb and Dumber's up top.
Revenge of the Sith.
Wait.
And then Lord of the Rings.
There it is. I can do this. That one, and then did you say Revenge of the Sith? That is not it at all. That is I can't remember the name. It's episode 5. Empire Strikes Back. And then Sherlock Holmes. Did you say Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
That is not it.
It's very dark.
No. Our listeners are probably like, what are they talking about? I can't see anything.
Unpopular opinion, I do not like Star Wars.
Anyway, I have a X-Wing right here on the patio.
Becca never answered my question. Icy or Frizzil? I'm an Icy brand person, but the gas station was just selling Frizzils.
Is this like Inception because she's listening to an episode while she's watching us record the latest episode?
She's watching, yeah.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, you know what we should have had here to celebrate this momentous occasion?
What?
Sugar cookies.
Sugar cookies. Oh man, if we only had some sugar cookies. Hey, do you remember that time that we had to we came up with that time?
I don't like either.
Do you remember that time that we had to label a section of the Alamo Dome as a no feeding zone?
Yeah.
Do you remember what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
Do you not remember the parent that was watching with their infant on the sidelines in front of the entire Alamo Dome?
No. Oh God, yes.
Okay,
yes.
I was like, I can't tell if you're being serious.
Yes.
How could you forget about that?
That was a terrible moment in my life.
So
no, I was there. I was right there, and I had to get up and walk off because I was sitting right behind them.
A lot of us were sitting right beside them, and we're like, "This is awkward." And
awkward.
Like, yeah. Anyway, you can put 2 and 2 together. We're not going to go into the details of that, of what was going on, but she was providing nutrition for her child.
What did Quebeca Renz say?
That's it. That's what she
was
just said.
Providing nutrition to the child. That is such a politically correct statement.
Yeah, but and they were, I guess, watching her other child on the field, and I was just, it was like, there's plenty of other spots to go to, but you're right beside us, and it's a little awkward.
I wonder what the other kid said. Oh, there's my mom.
Oh man,
yikes.
Do you remember during COVID when a kid was it? I think it was during COVID, and a kid threw up on the field, and Jeremy Strickland went out there and actually cleaned it up.
And the show went on.
And we're like, "Aren't you worried about catching COVID?" And
I think that was the same year the tuba player fell.
yeah, with the dislocated chest. Didn't know that was something you could do.
Dinner and a show.
Dinner and a show.
Have you ever tasted your own throw up like a second time?
No.
Me
Are you
either.
talking about like?
She was talking about dinner and a show, so I'm like, ugh.
No.
Because there's some people that have told me before that they've like covered their mouth when they threw up, and they didn't want to let it out, so they just swallowed it. I'm like,
when somebody says like I just threw up a little bit in my mouth, and like that's what I imagine. But
Yeah.
you're talking like full on hurling.
and then swallow it.
Yeah. No.
No, I couldn't do that.
Do you know what hurling is?
Yeah, like shot put.
No, that's shot put. I believe it's an Irish sport. It's called hurling.
It's the one with the rock.
I think it's called hurling. No, it honestly kind of looks like field hockey if I remember correctly.
What's the one with the big stone that they slide across the glass ice?
Oh, that's
glass.
curling.
Curling.
Yeah.
Do you know they
hurling,
use specific stones
It's
for
an
that?
outdoor team game of ancient Gaelic Irish origin played by men. I guess there's not a women's one. One of Ireland's native Gaelic games. It shares a number of features with Gaelic football, which is also different than soccer and different than rugby, such as field and goals, the number of players, and much of the terminology.
Is that
But
where
hurling, it's almost like they got this baseball and it's on the end of a stick, and I think they have to run with it balanced on their stick, and they.
So how did the association of hurling and throwing up come into
Because I
existence?
was thinking about what do we say? What's another word for somebody throwing up? They were hurling.
Yeah.
Isn't that what you say?
Yeah.
No, is it hurling? Now that I'm kind of thinking that I've misconceived.
Quebec Arends, is
misconceived
it
word.
called hurling or hurled?
Hurled. Somebody hurled.
Hurled.
It feels weird saying it now. I don't think it's right. I don't think I'm saying the right word.
I've also heard somebody say vomit with a K. Vomit.
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 Yeah.
It's another affect and effect. You know what I mean?
Effect. Like that's affection. Like it's a feeling or cause and effect. That's how I have to do the two.
Hey,
And I
let's
probably get
ask
it wrong
Quebec
a lot of
Arends.
times, too.
What is your biggest pet peeve? We've talked about ours earlier in the show. Mine is, people clicking pins around you, saying or the wrong thing. She said hurling, saying the wrong thing, like specifically or instead of actually. I've heard people say actually. What's your biggest pet peeve, Quebec Arends?
It's going to take a little bit to get the answer.
Yeah, it might. So how long do we wait?
I can edit it out later. Let's see what she says.
Our live is actually a little bit delayed from what's going on like here live. Our live is not really like live. It's in the past. She's typing. Yep, there it is. What does it say?
People smacking when they eat. You shouldn't.
That's pretty terrible.
You shouldn't have told us that.
So
She's not going to eat dinner with us during the contest anymore.
So I thought she said people smoking when they eat. I'm like, they don't do that anymore. They don't have the smoking or not.
You need to get your eyesight checked that you can't read that.
Dude, it's terrible.
It's not that far away.
It's 2 miles away.
It's maybe 7 feet away.
Yeah, and you've got glasses on.
Yeah, but my eyes, like this side is just a lens and this side is 0.25.
That doesn't make sense.
So this side is 2010, I think, or 2020, whatever.
Yeah.
It's perfect. And then this side's just a little bit off.
Wow.
Yeah. So anyway,
No, those are bifocals.
they are not.
They've got the
bifocals.
line.
They do not.
Well,
Hey, look, we've got another viewer.
Jeremy.
It says, whatever you do, don't mirror your cam to all the words because all the words are backwards. So all the words are backwards because that's what it is. Everything is backwards. I don't know how to unmirror it.
He'll have to give us a demonstration.
Yeah.
He'll have to come back and join us on the porch.
And fix it. I bet that's Becca that laughed at that.
Yeah. But I'm still seeing that it's only one person on there.
Yeah,
That's really weird. It's deceptive.
it is.
Is it because you haven't
Just
updated your iPad?
All caps porch yelling it. For shame. Is it because I haven't updated my iPad? Probably. That's an old iPad.
Yeah.
Don't
what
worry.
generation is that?
I don't know. This generation, Generation X.
Generation Z.
Oh, you mean like
Z.
I don't know. I think it's like 6 or something. iPad 6.
6 Plus.
I don't know. Yeah.
Pro.
So, Amazon Prime released the Fallout.
I have
TV
been
series.
watching that.
Okay, so
I started today.
I've seen. Oh yeah, we've seen.
Episode 1.
Okay, well, I just finished episode 3 last night.
Yeah, there was a
And,
major plot twist in the first episode.
He says, like, or should I just scan the QR code? Oh, link. It says link, not like.
We'll work on the QR code.
Yeah. I think that I really like the show. I just wish I had an updated Apple Watch.
Yeah.
Because you have to have Series 7. There's an app called, I think it's Clockology.
Yeah.
And they made one it makes it look like it's a Pip Boy.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a Pip
So
Boy.
I'll have to do that. We'll do this after
Do
the
you
podcast.
have a Series 7?
Does Ryan
Look.
know what a QR code is? No.
No, he just doesn't know how to get a free one.
I don't know how to. I go to the Google sponsored websites. They're the first ones that pop up because I guess they want you to pay. If I can do one through Adobe, I'll just do it through Adobe.
Look at that.
Oh, I'm going to get that.
Yeah. But it's only for Series 7 Plus or 7 or higher, and I don't have that. Anyway, but the TV show is really good.
Yeah, I love it.
I was kind of worried about it when I saw the preview, like if I just seen everything that I cared about with the show, but it's captured my attention pretty well.
Yeah, I can't wait to catch a couple more episodes this evening.
Yeah. I like the callbacks to the game. You know, everything looks pretty like authentic with it. Like it's like how do I explain this? It's like watching the game, but like really, really, really good graphics.
Yeah.
Because it's, real life. But they've, like so far, it seems like everything is really good.
Lines up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just, I didn't know the backstory. I guess maybe because I didn't really play the game, but I didn't know the backstory of what was taking place and who some of these characters were before.
Have you never played any of the Fallout games?
No. I've seen a couple of people play them, but not from the beginning. Just when
Okay,
I was
so
going to hang out with some friends.
I haven't played all of them. I've played a little bit of New Vegas, a little bit of Fallout 2, I think it was. My cousins had it on their computer. And anyway, but Fallout 4 was the first one that I played like myself and was going through it. And man, I spent so many hours on that game. And I don't know, it was just a really good game. And if somebody is asking me which one should they start with or whatever, like I think Fallout 4 is a great one because it does really well at kind of explaining what Vault Tech is and the vaults and stuff like that.
Yeah. So were those vaults created, I guess, leading up to knowing that there's going to be nuclear fallout that was inevitable?
Yeah, it was inevitable. Yeah. And a lot of the vaults had like social experiments that was going on that the people inside the vaults didn't know that they were doing, part of this social experiment or whatever.
It's interesting.
But that company was kind of doing that stuff. And in Fallout 4, I can't remember quite a whole lot of it, but basically you were cryogenically frozen and you come out to realize that you didn't wake up when you were supposed to, and your family had been murdered and all this stuff. And
it's crazy.
Yeah, that's not the spoiler alert, by the way. The spoiler alert comes like later on in the game. This is like the beginning of the game.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
So I guess is all this going to come to light throughout the series?
I don't know about that in particular, but I'm sure that you're going to find out that this, I think Vault, which one is this? 33, I think is the one they're in, right?
Yeah. Because 32 was the other one.
Yeah, 33, 32, and 31 are all part of this like pod that's connected or whatever. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but yeah, so far we'll find out what happens.
So I'm interested to see what's going to take place with that. Do you think there's going to be multiple series?
You talking about like seasons of Fallout? I don't know. We'll see. When I finish it, I guess we'll
find out and see what the answer is.
I mean, like I hope that there's another season of
Jack Reacher.
No.
Or Reacher and Jack Ryan.
I was going to say Obi-Wan.
Oh.
Obi-Wan or what's it like? Mandalorian
Stranger Things
is really good.
Yeah, man. Oh, I love Mandalorian. I did watch that.
Have you ever seen the
I lied.
BBC?
Let me take a step back here. I said I don't like anything Star Wars. I like Mandalorian.
Okay, Mandalorian's good.
I'll settle on that.
Okay, that's fine. I can agree with that. That's fine. Have you ever seen the BBC version of Sherlock Holmes
No.
with Benedict Cumberbatch and what's his name?
No.
I can't remember his name.
Conan O'Brien.
No.
David Letterman.
Oh my gosh, I'm done. Okay. Anyway,
Sean Connery.
you should watch it. Each episode is basically like a movie. It's like an hour and 15 minutes or 20, hour and a half, something like that. And they're done really, really well.
What can I watch it on for free?
Netflix, I think. Anyway, but the last season, they haven't ever come out with it. It's been like 5 years or something, and they still haven't finished it.
Did you ever watch the Nickelodeon documentary?
No.
No, I want
Quiet
to.
on Set?
Yeah.
I don't have HBO Max.
I've got to still figure out how to change my password. I'm just getting to log in to get it, whatever, reset.
Right. I was going to say, who's the guy that stars in The Hobbit?
Eli.
No.
Elijah Wood.
Elijah Wood is in the Lord of the Rings.
What did you say?
I said The Hobbit.
Oh.
Martin Freeman.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
He was also in the original Office with the British version.
Mm-hmm. Is it good? Is it as good as the American version?
What, the Office?
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy it. I don't think I've even seen the whole thing, but I watched like the first couple of episodes, and the first season of the U.S. Office is basically, it's almost a shot-for-shot remake of the British version, because they didn't know if it would work or not, and so they didn't go through like writing in new stuff or something. And so season 2 is basically when
everything new happens.
Yeah.
What season was it that the Hannibal Lecter Dwight had it on his face?
Hello, Clarice. It was, I think it was season 5,
because that's the fire episode,
or season 6. Yeah,
that was hands down my favorite Office.
That
episode.
was a really good one, but it's not my favorite episode.
What was your favorite?
The dinner party. The dinner party episode
was good.
Is so hilarious. My turn. My turn. You took me by the hand. You know that one. Her assistant Hunter and all. Pam's like, I don't care what they say about me. I'm just hungry. I just want to eat, which one would expect to do at a dinner party. And, and the flat screen TV, the 20-inch plasma screen TV. But
we've got 2 viewers now. I wonder if it's catching up with Jeremy joining.
I don't know. Maybe.
That's awesome.
Anyway, well, Ryan, have we had a good time today?
I have had a fantastic time. I just, I wonder if our viewers have had a good time today joining us on the porch.
So. What are you pulling up there?
I'm pulling up our closing thing so we can do the closing.
Oh, I think I got it memorized by now.
Yeah. I definitely don't.
Maybe I do. I say that and then I'll forget what it was. But don't go away if you're. Let me point to the camera. Don't go away because we're just going to close this, and then if y'all want to chat,
ask some questions, you can.
Do some behind the scenes stuff, we can do that.
Okay.
Too.
Did you enjoy the Facebook Live today?
Man, it was interesting. Maybe
you think
next
it's something
time
that we can do?
I don't know.
Every few weeks.
Every few weeks. I don't know if we can do it every week.
We were talking about it being like a fifth Sunday singing at church.
Do you remember growing up? If you grew up in like a small church, every fifth Sunday they would pull out the old hymn book and you go
Beulah Land.
You probably wouldn't do that, but other songs,
in
have
Christ alone.
No, I was thinking like have a little talk with Jesus, and
then I had a little talk with Jesus.
Yeah.
Then
I'll Fly Away.
Yeah, we did that one.
All the Heavenly Highway hymn book singing.
Blessed Assurance.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
That's what we would do every fifth Sunday. So it was a special singing Sunday.
Actually, we had our music minister would every fifth Sunday would sing Beulah Land. That was like his one-hit wonder.
Well, it's how many times does a fifth Sunday occur? Is it like
it's
twice
like a leap
a year?
Once a year.
No, leap year is every 4 years, not. Oh my goodness. Anyway,
all right.
We should take it home.
Take it home where?
Take it on home.
Take it on home back to the house. As the sun sets on another Sunday afternoon porch sitting, we appreciate you sharing in this laid-back journey with us.
Until next time, stay relaxed and enjoy the simple moments.